Hi Internet, thanks for joining me today. We'll be doing the Tuesday New York Times Crossword Puzzle posted on July 8th, 2025. The constructor is Jesse Guzman, who I seem to recall just a few videos ago putting on my list of difficult constructors. I think maybe it was a Saturday puzzle that I struggled with. Let's see how this one goes. The editor is Will Shorts, and I'm John Appleseed. I'm your host here on the channel, and let's get into the puzzle. We've got some circles in the grid that we'll have to figure out. One across is main idea. Crux might fit. One down, styling product. Don't know that. 13 across, even once. At all or a bit. 16 across, airport that Captain Sully departed from. He landed in the Hudson, so maybe it was LaGuardia. Not sure if that fits or not. Tennis great Lendl is Yvonne Lendl. 3 down, Japanese video game giant. Could be Sega. Then main idea could be the gist. Styling product could be hair gel. Ever for even once, yes. 4 down, to be honest. Truthfully or something like that. But LaGuardia is the airport in New York where Sully might have taken off from. Truly or I don't know, 19 across, channel with a yellow rectangle logo. Informally. Don't know. 17 down, mystery writer Christie. Put an Agatha Christie there. 5 across is holders of squid ink. I think this is sacs, the biological sacs that hold zinc or other biological fluids. 5 down, unruffled, serene might fit. 14 across, acerbic humor. Could that be edge? So that we can put an E there for serene. 6 down, supplementary part is an add-on. National Geographic is a channel with the yellow rectangle logo. Yeah, Nat Geo, that fits. Add-on, CGI for 7 down, some video effects. And 8 down, Blue Expanse is C. Yeah, those all seem to fit. 21 across is animation studio behind Scooby-Doo. That's a Hanna-Barbera production. I remember from my youth. To be honest, what's the end? True that? Truthfully, I wanted to put in. Okay, still not sure what that is. 9 across, quickly put together. Just slap something together or throw something together. 15 across, witch's incantation. Might be a spell. 18 across, fusilli or fettuccine are types of pasta. 20 across, British celebrity restaurateur Gordon Ramsay. Crosses swords, spars for 15 down. 9 down, generator of junk mail, a spam bot. 10 down, better choice given the options. The lesser evil. You must choose the lesser of 2 evils with an I. 11 down, place for baptisms and wedding vows is the altar, but it is spelled with an A, so I think I spelled Gordon Ramsay's name incorrectly. I think that's right. 12 down, beach in Spanish is la playa, vamos a la playa. Slap together for quickly put together. Okay, so what do we have in the circles? We have a guard. We have a barber. Okay, I'm not sure about that. 24 across is speaker of Arabic or Hebrew. Those are Semitic languages, maybe a Semite. 28 across, what colors on opposite ends of the color wheel can do? I'm not sure. 24 across, part of the healing process. A scar. Would colors clash if they're on opposite ends of the color wheel? Maybe. A scar or a scab is part of a healing process. 33 across, ask me anything, I think is what that is. 38 across, insects whose queens are fed royal jelly. That is, those are bees. I once looked up what makes a queen bee, and apparently they get fed royal jelly when they're young, and that turns them into the queen, I guess, somehow. I'm not quite sure I understand the process behind it, but that's what happens. Scab is part of a healing process of a wound. Else, for what else can I say? 26 down, let's bygones be bygone. Makes makes amends or something like that. And, oh, truth is. Okay, 2 words. Yeah, that did just not click at all. Truth is, to be honest, that does fit. Okay, 34 across, crave. Don't know, 29 across is went fast, sped. 27 across, one of many. On a self-driving car, they have to have many sensors. 22 down, bad mouth. Could be, I was going to say asparage, but I'm thinking of disparage, aren't I? 23 down, disagreements, beefs. 20 down, no name. A rando, maybe? Crave is something for. Ache for. Cast aspersions is bad mouth. Is asperse by itself a word? Not that I've heard, but it could be. 29 down, lip gloss quality is sheen, I believe. 40 across, his and hers. Makes sense. I'm going to try asperse for the short version of cast aspersions. 45 across, long looks are stares. And 35 down, rock, out on stage. Chris Rock would be performing on stage. So now we have a chef, a guard, a barber, a chef are our themed answers so far. 30 across, 9 months typically for a human pregnancy is the term. 37 across, by way of, via. 31 down, pop singer Aura is Rita Ora, crossword standby these days. 32 down, turn to pulp, let's put in MASH there. 41 across, fails to mention, omits. 45 across, cheddar, dough, bacon, or cabbage, all slang words for money, as is moolah. 36 down, where hens rest in hen houses. They rest on roosts. 42 down, spiky hairdos, could be mohawks. Yeah, took a second to think of that. What a pleasure seeker seeks for 46 across. I don't know. 49 across, La Traviata and La Bohème, as I overpronounce my Italian words as I did with the kinds of pasta up there in the northeast corner. Those are operas. I think I'm going to start a drinking game where you can drink every time I mix up down and across, which I do a lot. And then you can take a drink anytime I needlessly overpronounce a non-English word, which I also tend to do quite a bit. 53 across, alums are graduates of an institution. Yes, 57 across, Windows is to Microsoft as blank is to Apple. Isn't it iOS or some other? Then they have leopard and different jungle cats for a minute. 60 across, I can hear everything you're saying, you know. I might say ahem to give that meaning. Sets of tenets. Tenets are beliefs or foundations of beliefs. Dogma would fit there, yes. Okay. And 47 down, celebrity who sometimes puts gifts under her audience members' seats. Oprah does that. You get a car, and you get a car. 26 down, let's bygones be bygones. Makes, don't know. Is this dopamine? Fame and fortune, that's stardom. And 44 down, build up is a mass. So this must begin with dopamine, but I would want to say a pleasure seeker seeks a dopamine hit. A dopamine what? Dopamine rush. Yes, that fits. So makes peace for let's bygones be bygones. And Mac OS. Okay, not iOS, but Mac OS. That does fit. There we go. 48 down, John, who married Pocahontas. John Rolfe, if I remember from the Disney film. 45 down, going both ways. Not sure. 50 across, capital of Canada is Ottawa. 54 across, outstanding effort or feature of what these are. A guard, a barber, a chef, and a mine. Don't know. 54 down, campfire residue. Let's try ash there. 55 down is the Raven poet. That's Edgar Allan Poe. 45 down, going both ways. Mutant? Place for a coin collection is sofa. I've seen that clue recently. sofa as a place to gather coins. 61 across, obedience class command, heal. I'm trying to get in a song before I finish and can't quite find a place to put one in. Mutual for going both ways. It's reciprocal. It goes both ways. A plus work. These are all kinds of work. We add an A to them. We're saying they are A plus work. And A plus work would be outstanding effort. Okay, 51 down. It won't be long. 52 down. Half of base times height for a triangle is the area. 59 across. Body part covered by a cap is your knee. 56 down. Mission critical is key and obedience class command. We had heal and now we have stay. There is a song. Why won't you stay just a little bit longer? That's enough. One song. Managed to squeeze one in right at the end. I wasn't confident I'd remember the lyrics if I started singing it, and I don't think I could have continued, but yeah, that turned out all right. Key for mission critical and stay for another obedience class command. We also had heal there. All right, so this one wasn't too hard from Jesse Guzman. I think this is the same constructor that I struggled with in a recent video. I'll have to look that up and make sure I've got that right. But we had a guard, a barber, a chef, a dopamine, and these are all A plus kinds of jobs, or A plus work. Mutual gave me a little bit of trouble. What else gave me trouble over here? Make peace, and truth is, because I wanted this to be one word without justification. There's often multi-word phrases are single answers in crosswords. So I was thinking truthfully or truth be told or something like that, and it just wasn't going to fit. But truth is goes in there. Semite, Agatha, Serene. All right, yeah, these were all fun. What's this one? The lesser evil. Yeah, and spars. Yes, and rando. That's kind of an unusual answer as well. All right, yeah, so not too bad for a Tuesday, just over 10.5 minutes, which is in line with my usual time for Tuesday puzzles. We only got in one song right at the end, right at the wire, but that was a fun puzzle for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.